What's up, guys? Jacob Ober here, coming with another Brew Talk episode, and tonight we're going to be talking about the Milwaukee Brewers' fifth consecutive victory. This one a 6-5 decision over the Detroit Tigers. The Brewers come back from a 3-0 deficit in the top of the first. They score 3 in the bottom of the first. They take the lead 5-3 before Josh Hader gives up a 2-run home run in the top of the eighth. Ryan Braun answers with a home run of his own to right field that popped out of the glove of Nick Castellanos. One of the wilder plays you'll see all year. It looked like he had it tracked and was going to make the catch, but couldn't come up with it, and it rolled off the top of the wall and went out, and Jeffers would notch the save with a double play and then a fly ball to Yelich, and the Brewers would win 6-5. Man, the Brewers keeping pace once again. 5 wins in a row now. They clinched the playoff berth a couple nights ago. This team just keeps rolling on, and they are playing some really good baseball right now. The only team in baseball right now that I could say is playing better than them is maybe the Rockies, who I think have won 7 or 8 in a row right now. They just clinched their own playoff berth, and it looks like they're going to win the NL West for the first time ever. So congratulations to the Rockies. I'm glad we don't have to face them. I'd rather face the Dodgers in the wild card, of course, though we might end up having to go up against a guy like Kershaw. But at the same time, he'll probably be pitching on short rest because of the fact that he's on I think he's scheduled for the second or third game of the series against the final series against San Francisco. So that'll be interesting to see how that unfolds. But the Brewers, a couple nights ago, they did clinch the playoff berth, so they will get at least a home game in the wild card at the very least. They still have a chance, an outside chance to win the division, but they're going to need the Cubs to at least lose one of their next 2 games, and the Brewers are going to have to win their next 2 in order to force a game 163 for the division, which would be held on Monday at Wrigley Field if it were to occur. The Brewers can still win the division outright, but they would have to have the Cubs lose the final 2 games of the season, and the Brewers would have to win their final 2 games of the season. Not outside of the realm of possibility, but it's certainly unlikely at this point. The Cubs have the Cardinals, the Brewers have the Tigers, which does give the Brewers a favorable matchup in that area, but the Cubs, they've been playing pretty good baseball over the past few games, and it doesn't really seem like they're going to slip up. Hopefully they can slip up in one game to force the game 163. That, to me, is the most likely scenario, but we'll have to see what happens. And like we all know, the Brewers are going to have to hold up their end of the bargain, too. They got to sweep the Tigers, and if tonight was any indication, the Tigers aren't just going to lay over and let the Brewers walk all over them, because the Tigers played some competitive baseball tonight, and they made the Brewers earn the victory. So, anyways, guys, though, that's all I really have to say. It's been a very entertaining ride to this point. I had my reaction to the playoff clinching thing. I will have my reaction if the Brewers end up winning the division, so stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, you guys. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and go Brewers.